What's up, YouTube? My name is Patrick Severin, and welcome to my story.
Better than anybody you ever seen do it. Screams from the haters, got a nice ring to it. I guess every superhero need his theme music. No one man should have all.
This is going to be the first video, so I wanted it to be about my story. I wanted it to be about who I am, where I'm from, the reason why I'm starting a YouTube channel, and what is going to be on my YouTube channel. My name is Patrick Severin, like I said before. I'm 36 years old. I am from the U.S. Virgin Islands, born and raised. I'm the last of 4 boys. Growing up in the Virgin Islands was great. I mean, I loved it. I loved the people. I loved the culture. I loved the island. I loved the beaches. I loved the schools. I loved everything about it. I just love where I'm from. It helped make me the man that I am today. It helped shape me into the man that I am today. My parents definitely had a big part of that, but the island and the environment definitely helped me. So I started this YouTube channel for a lot of different reasons, but I'm going to tell you how I got into the fitness lifestyle. How did I make the fitness and why I made the fitness lifestyle the core of my lifestyle? When I was growing up, I was a very skinny kid. I was like really skinny. And me personally, I hated it. I hated being skinny. I hated skinny. Alright. But it didn't make me depressed or anything. Like, it didn't stop me from, making the friends I wanted to make. It didn't stop me from playing sports. It didn't stop me from talking to girls. It didn't stop me from doing the things that I wanted to do. But nevertheless, in the back of my mind, I hate being skinny. I said I'm not going to use hate. Disliked being skinny. So yeah, I grew up playing a lot of sports. I ran track. I played baseball. I played basketball. I played football. So I played a lot of sports, and it didn't prevent me from going out there and doing my best. And I was pretty decent in the majority of the sports I played. So it never stopped me or prevented me to the point that I could not go out and perform to the best of my ability. But it was still in the back of my mind. I'm going to give you an example how much I dislike being skinny. We have beautiful beaches, some of the most beautiful beaches in the world in the Virgin Islands. Take my word for it, go check it out. And I reside on one of the smallest islands of the Virgin Islands. There's 3 islands. I reside on St. John. St. John is about probably 20 square miles, give or take. But you can look that up also. So St. John USVI, if you want to really know the actual square miles, look it up. So I grew up in the middle of St. John. We have some of the most gorgeous beaches in the world. I'm telling you, some of the most gorgeous beaches in the world. And I dislike me being so skinny that when I did go to the beach, I usually wore like a tank top or a t-shirt to go in the water. It never depressed me to the point where it kept me in the house and not going out and trying to be the everyday kid that I was. About 12 years old, I would say about 12 years old, I used to measure myself in my bedroom. So what I used to do is, how kids would do it, or some parents did that with their kids, where you go against the wall and you'll put put a little mark in the wall. Some people used to put it on their door frame. I did it on the wall myself, and I was checking how much I was growing every month, every year, how much I was growing. At 12 years old, I made a promise with myself, and I said, listen, if I grow over 6 feet, I do not want to be skinny. I will do whatever it takes to make sure I get the gains that I needed to get not to be skinny. This is a promise I made at 12 years old. I made a goal for myself before I even got to the point where I was supposed to be, so that if I did, I will definitely make sure that I don't stay the size that I was. About 14 or 15 years old, I was about 6 feet. So I'm like, damn, I'm already 6 foot. I promised myself at 12, probably 2 or 3 years ago, that if I grew to 6 foot, I will do whatever it takes to get the gains to not be just this skinny, tall, lanky kid. Now remember, I'm the last of 4 boys. So it's 4 of us, I'm the last. My oldest brother was like 6'4", 6'5", which he still is the tallest in the family. And my oldest brother was very, very much into bodybuilding. I mean, he was huge. My older brother is significantly older than me. So by the time I was like in the, I would say maybe in Head Start or kindergarten, my brother was away off to college already at this point. Also, and I always said, that is something I want. That is definitely 14, I'm 15, I'm saying, listen, I have to do something. Eating as much as I can wasn't working. I ate and I ate and I ate and I ate and I could not put on any weight. And I didn't know why. I did not know why. And remember, I said I played a lot of sports, especially basketball. Basketball was like life for us growing up in the same time. It was like, so anyway, now listen, if you guys are hearing some words that's pronounced differently, remember, I'm from the US Virgin Islands, so I have an accent, alright? Just neither here or there, I'm just making you guys be aware. Now let's go back to 14, 15 years old. So we end up actually going to Massachusetts to visit. But I remember me and him staying up until like 2 o'clock in the morning just talking about my aspirations of trying to put on muscle and me wanting to play football and you know all the sports I played. And when he used to come back home to the Virgin Islands, there was like little leagues we always used to have on the basketball court, and sometimes he came and watched me play basketball. So he really knew how much I was into sports and how much basketball I played. I'm talking about from sun up to sundown. We're in his living room, we're talking about bodybuilding. We're talking about working out. We're talking about how do I put on weight. It says to me that you need to cut down on the amount of basketball and sports that you play. And I was like, what? What are you talking about? I couldn't grasp that concept. Like, I kept you out of trouble. You love the sport. You all played it. Your friends played it. It was something we grew up on the basketball court. And for this day, we still use that concept. Calories in, calories out. I was burning more calories than I was taking in. So I was at a deficit instead of being at a surplus. Alright? What I got out of that conversation and what I got from him was 3 major things. My brother gave me 3 major books. One was called Cuts. The other one was called Mass, and the one that changed my life and got me into bodybuilding was the Arnold Schwarzenegger Encyclopedia. Now let me tell you something, if you're into bodybuilding, I don't care what age you are, if you don't possess or have not read the Arnold Schwarzenegger Encyclopedia, you are not a bodybuilder. That is the Bible of bodybuilding to my life. So get back to the Virgin Islands, and I'm reading this book. And if you know anything about the Arnold Schwarzenegger Encyclopedia, it has workout plans, it has pictures of bodybuilders in there, it has meal plans in there, it has workout plans in there, it has everything in there, it has pictures of these guys. I mean, this in my head, I'm like, there's no one in this book that I could say that I wanted to look like, because they were so massive. Their arms was like 20s, and by the way, mine's are 19s right now, but back then my arms was probably sitting on 10s. And I was looking at this book and I was saying, look at the size of these guys. But anyway, so I just kept on reading. My 3rd oldest brother, he was so resourceful. He had a weight set. When I'm talking about weight set, a bench that went flat, an incline, he had a bar, and he had 2 dumbbells. And he had the old school ones where you can like change the plates. The plates were interchangeable. You can add weight on and you can decrease the weight. And I didn't know, solid metal, like iron, literally iron. And he like put this together. I don't know where he got it from, but I was definitely thankful. I don't even know how he got it in the bedroom. That's something I'm gonna have to ask him about. This was a blessing, because my mom was worried about her floors, but my father was worried about the tenants downstairs that we were renting to, because you can hear every single sound. Using the book, I did as much as I can do, and at the time I still played sports. I was on a varsity basketball team in high school, and I was on a varsity football team in high school. But like I said, I only used the information that I was getting out of the book. I still couldn't put on any weight. I could not put on any weight because, again, calories in, calories out. I was burning more calories than I was putting in. I was at a caloric deficit, not a caloric surplus. So I wasn't gaining any weight. Graduated out of high school, got accepted into college, moved to New York. So now I'm living in New Rochelle, New York. So I get to the gym, I go to the front desk, and they tell me, wait here, we're gonna bring you a sales rep. Like, alright, cool. Tell you guys something, man. And I want you guys to look in my eyes when I say this. Not everyone that has a personal trainer on their shirt or in the back of their t-shirt or wherever they have personal trainer is a good personal trainer. These people don't necessarily have your best interest. They don't. They do not. This was the worst signing I have ever experienced. And now our personal training, can you just give me a personal workout regimen for what I'm looking for? Because basically my workout partner is looking for the same thing. He wants to get bigger. He wants to put on the weight. She said, sure, no problem. This was the worst. My regimen was workout every single muscle, every single day. My workout heads, let me know if you ever got a workout plan like that, because if you did, maybe I'm lost, but all the years I've worked out, I've never heard a workout plan like this. I'm sure within 2 months, I was so weak and my muscles were so fatigued from this every muscle workout that I couldn't even bench the 45-pound bar on its own. So I went back to the drawing board. I went back to the books, because back then, in the early 2000s, we had no Google, there was no YouTube, there was no, I'm showing my age right now, but I'm just saying, there was nothing that we can go on and just click in like workout regimen and get like a plan. You literally had to read books. You had to go to magazines, you had to go to books, you had to go the old school way and looking for information. And so I did. I subscribed to Muscle Mag magazine, Men's Health, like every single muscle mag there was. I subscribed and I read and I read. I still have the Arnold Schwarzenegger encyclopedia, still have the Mass and the Cuts book, and I just kept on reading and reading and learning regimens and learning diets and learning how to put on weight. And I read and I read and I read. And at this point now, I'm not playing any sports. God bless my aunts. They used to cook me food for the whole week. They used to bring it on a Sunday night, and I used to have food for the whole week. So I never went hungry. You know, my mom helped me out with some funds, and I was able to gather up some funds to buy some supplements, you know, some weight gainers and some, you know, creatine. And back then, the supplements was gross. Now they taste great, but back then, like weight gainers and all that crap was this. And that was the promise I made to myself. And I went to the gym and we worked out and we worked out and we worked out. And my friend, he blew up quick. He got big and muscular and defined. And then it came to the point where he did got to the size where he wanted, and he just told me straight up and down, like, I'm good. I had to go by myself. Word to the I remember when I knew that I was actually growing, it was coming up soon to 7 months. And the guy that used to work out with me that stopped because, you know, he got the size, he got the goal that he wanted to be, and he stopped. And I remember me and him was having a conversation, and I literally had my hand on the door like this. And he said to me, like, what have you been doing? I'm like, well, what are you talking about? He's like, do you see the size of your arms? And I'm like, why? Nah. He's like, your arms are huge. And I never really, in a moment, I realized that I actually reached the goal that I set for myself. There was a change, and it was such an obvious change that he noticed, and he started working out with me. So I continued working out, and I met some great people at that gym. It was all about, you know, working out. Then a Great Depression hit me. A great depression hit me, and I want to talk to you about this because I don't think that I ever mentioned this to anyone. I broke out. I had a severe breakout. It was so bad that my skin was pink of all the boils and pimples and acne I had on my face. It was so bad that it really drove me in a Great Depression. And I don't think I ever told anyone about this, but it really did drove me into a deep depression. I did not want to go out. I didn't want to speak to any girls. I didn't want to meet anyone. I didn't even have the confidence to look someone in the eye when I was talking to them, because I felt the only thing that they saw was the pimples on my face. I didn't know what to do. I was just confused, and I told my mom about it. And you're in college, you're under your mom's insurance. So I told my mom I want to go see a dermatologist. I started going to the dermatologist, and the dermatologist gave me all types of medication. I went to several dermatologists. But the thing is that it made me so depressed that the only thing that I found my confidence in, or I felt at home at, or I felt comfortable at, was the gym. The gym was my refuge. The gym was the only place where I could hold my head high, where I didn't care who was in the gym, because I felt the only thing they was looking at is the amount of work and sweat that I put in to the gym. Sometimes I went to the gym twice a day, and with that I got bigger, I got cut up, I got stronger, I put on weight. I went from like 150, maybe 2 pounds, to 170, and from that I went to 180 something, and I kind of hovered for a while in my early 20s, like 180 something, 190, and I'm 6'2". My face started to get a little better, and as my face started to get a little better, I started feeling a little bit more confident. It wasn't getting perfect, but it was getting, confident. Even up to this day, I still go to the dermatologist, and because I've been suffering with skin problems for a long time. If you know me, and if you remember, I always had, acne problems, and I've been suffering with it, and even to this day, my body got better, I got more cut, and I got, my definition, my muscularity pick up, and then I started catching the eye of these people that was recruiting for modeling. So these guys came up to me and said, oh, you ever think about modeling? Modeling? I'm like, no, never. That's not something that crossed my mind at all. So he was like, yeah, you should think about modeling. And so I got into modeling. I got into my first show. I quit my minimum wage job, and I started modeling full time, and I started going to school and modeling and going to the gym. So I graduate. Peter, who is my friend now, Petey Rock to be exact. So Petey Rock comes up to me. He's like, yo, my boy is not going to be coming. Can I work out with you? Now, I said, okay. I don't know why I said it. I said, okay. So while working out, there was this young lady coming into the gym. Again, she was something like me, head down, serious face, going there, hitting the weight strong, and leaving. And you can see that she is very much into bodybuilding. She looked like she's a bodybuilder. That one incident, me and Vivian and Peter became very cordial. Like she would come to the gym and she would see us working out. She would walk up, say hi, say hello, and we'd just start talking. And then from that, she started to work out with us. So there's times where she would come into the gym and she would have like these, pop-ups where we would just start working out together. And it was great. She's kept up. She was strong. It was great conversation, even though we got a good workout in there. Now, Vivian always used to tell me about her bodybuilding competitions. She was a competitor. She competed in these amateur bodybuilding competitions, and I thought that was cool. And so Vivian, in turn, after that, turns to me and kind of talked to me about her frustration one day when we was working out in the gym. I, in turn, turned to her and I said to her, listen, if you listen to me, you do exactly as I say, I can guarantee you that you will win your next competition and you're going to get your pro card. Now you got to remember, this is coming from a man who has never trained an amateur bodybuilder, who has never trained anyone for competition, telling someone who's been competing for all these years that if you listen to me and you follow my instructions, I am guaranteeing you the pro card. I was confident that I can actually do this. I wasn't talking this just to talk it, because I felt that I can do it, because I knew from the knowledge that I gained over the years of me working out myself, for years of me having different workout partners and training with people and just learning this art and learning this bodybuilding thing. I just knew that if she listened to me, I can definitely coach her to win her pro card. I didn't think she took it serious at the time when I said it. She was like, yeah, okay. Hey, listen, Patrick, I'm in your hands. I'm going to listen to you. And I was like, really? All right, cool. And we started working, and we worked. I think we trained like maybe 6 days a week, and we trained and trained. And I mean, we went through everything. I trained her like I would train myself late till 4 or 5 in the morning. I would still come out there and train her. The day of the competition, she went in there. I remember the feeling of me. This is my first competition, my first bodybuilding competition I ever entered. And I'm walking into the doors and I enter this bodybuilding competition, and lo and behold, look who is posing on the stage. It's Vivian. Vivian, make a long story short, Vivian ended up winning her class and winning her pro card. And here is a guy who's never trained anyone, doesn't have a personal training certification, just coach and personal train a person to win her first bodybuilding competition and win her pro card. This thing, I also have a pro card winner under my belt. Media, I have a few hundred. I don't have thousands of followers. I have a few hundred. And I get inboxes and DMs asking me about nutrition, asking me about workouts, asking me about what do I do for fun, and just things like that, and how do I maintain a fitness lifestyle yet still live in my lifestyle. And so instead of me going to my personal social media and typing to these people, I decided to make this channel to just put it out there, just to put the videos out there so you can see it. You can visually see how I'm living my lifestyle, how I do what I do, how I eat, how I work, how exercise that works for me. And if it helps one person, I'm happy. Basically, this channel is for me to inspire, to motivate, to show birthday. It's going to be my friend celebrations. It's going to be a lifestyle channel. I want it to be positive. I want you guys to be positive. I want you guys to subscribe. I want you guys to tell your friends. I want you guys to like it. I want you guys to share it and help me. Say it in the comments. We're here to inspire and motivate and help each other. You know, I want you to help me. If you see I'm doing an exercise and my form is off, let me know. I appreciate constructive criticism. All positivity. Don't want any negativity on this channel. We have enough negativity in the world. Let's just help and inspire and motivate each other to be better, to incorporate fitness as our core part of our lifestyle, because then your life and your quality of life is going to be better, and we can help each other put out some positivity in the world. And then again, if you just come in on the channel to be entertained, because I am entertaining, I have everything, travel, fashion, everything. Alright? So again, thank you guys for watching my story. I appreciate each and every one of you guys that are going to support the channel, that's going to support me. And like I said, comment, subscribe. At the end of the day, subscribing is free, so why not? Thank you for watching.
Nothing can stop me, I'm all the way up.